Today I'm going to tell you how to increase your performance on Ryzen 5 5600G along with 32GB RAM or 16GB RAM and Radeon integrated graphics. First, navigate to your browser. And here, search for AMD Radeon. Then AMD Software Adrenaline Edition, and just click on this download software. Download Windows if you are on Windows. After this, I have already installed. Press Alt-Tab to open the software, or you can directly directly open it from searching here Radeon with this AMD Radeon software. Yes. After this, as you can see, here, the RAM frequency it's showing 400 mHz. Okay, we have a 400 mHz and a max of 1900 mHz RAM. It's 22 watt, 43 degrees Celsius, system memory 6.4 GB. So what we are gonna do is increase the RAM frequency, add more amount of VRAM to it. Here GPU utilization, clock speed, temperature, GPU memory. So here we have GPU memory has clock speed of 1600 mHz and we have only 512 MB, so we are going to increase this both. So let's go. First thing, create a system restore. Search here for system restore, create a restore point, and for your OS just see create a restore point. In my case it's already on. Okay, after creating a restore point, let's compare. First I'm just doing Spider-Man remastered, grabbing my controller on, pressing Alt to show you matrix. As you can see, GPU FPS it's around 63-64. Yes, FPS drop comes up here 35. Okay, after this I'm gonna complete my main story. Here see FPS has changed to 17 and it's 18. Okay, let me show you settings. My display settings, here it's full Ultra HD, VSync is on. I have dynamic scaling 60, AMD FSR 3 native AA. Graphics very high I have kept, everything is on very high and the highest. Okay, so now let's go to our main and continue. Let me show you the in-game graphics. As you can see, the performance here, GPU we are getting an average of 37-34 FPS. Okay, and the 32 FPS 24. And if I increase the settings, go to here, Yeah, in settings, click on display and graphics. Aspect ratio 16:9, 76. Apply changes. And very high. Texture quality, shadow quality very high. High, back. So now, because there's, as you can see, the lag, there's a lag here around a 10% frame drop and only 35 to 26 FPS here. So here Radeon is able to handle the game quite fair enough. So now let's exit here. Quit. I will press Alt F4 exit. Now let's check the same in miles. So here you can see the lag. The game is currently loading. I am getting hardly 13 and 12 FPS here. The camera might not be clear, I am sorry for that. Yes. Here. Here, let me show you the settings. The settings are same as earlier. In display and graphics. Full screen on AMD FSR. Upscale method is I have chosen AMD FSR 3. Okay, I will play off. I will use this. 76. Very high. 8x. Shadow quality very high. Very high. This is the highest settings we can get here. I'll go to back, apply changes. Now we'll go back. Here we are only getting 4 FPS or something. Let's see how after it shows after the game starts. So as you can see, hardly 28 and 16 FPS I'm getting. Yeah, so there's a lot of glitch and lag. 17 FPS something, 17 between 20 to 17 FPS. Okay, CPU temperature and GPU temperature around 70 degrees and 60 degrees. Yeah, as you can see, there is lag and I'm continuously experiencing lag here. Okay, as you can see, I'm getting 19 to 27 FPS and my clock is currently running at 1900 mHz. Okay, now let's escape. Now let's go to the overclocking section. First thing, download and install AMD Ryzen Master. Open it. Yeah, here now current is 1900 mHz, temperature is 58 something, clock speed is 4450. Okay, now we are going to apply these changes. Okay, so basically now let's boot into BIOS to apply the main overclocking changes. Ryzen masters for testing the overclocking profile. Then we have to search for recovery options. Here go to recovery options, advanced startup, restart now. It will ask you, then just restart. Yeah, so it will show please wait screen. After this, let it load. Here go to troubleshoot, advanced options, UEFI firmware settings, and just restart here. Now your PC will boot into its BIOS. The first thing, go to MIT, advanced memory settings, system multiplier, let it be off. If you see XMP profile here, if your RAM supports it, turn it on. If not, don't do anything, otherwise you need to reset the CMOS. Okay, now GFS clock frequency, enter here 2400. Okay, then here in GFX core voltage 1.45, press enter. Then advanced CPU settings, CPU performance boost, just apply these settings to your PC. Now go to system, BIOS, fast boot, that on. Then above 4G decoding, enable this. Okay, after this go to AMD overclocking, keep this enabled. After go to manual iGPU overclocking, here enter 2400 and press escape. CPU overclocking, Ryzen 5600G doesn't need any CPU overclocking, it's beast in itself. And go to chipset tab, integrated graphics, here auto, choose forces, UMA specified, UMA mode. Then here UMA buffer size, I have 32 GB RAM, so I have selected 16 GB. If you have only 16 GB RAM, select 8 GB, otherwise your PC will lag in its main memory. Or even select 4 GB for a better option. Your power back, and click on save and exit setup. Yes. The PC will reboot with changes. Now just log in. Yeah, just an AMD Ryzen master, check the specs, they have improved. Okay, see maximum it's showing 1900 mHz, current is 2400 mHz. This means we have successfully overclocked it. This is 0, this is 4500 mHz. Yeah, so it has been overclocked. Now press Alt R for AMD Radeon. Yeah, as we can see now it's showing 2400 mHz. GPU memory, it will be mostly half of your RAM. Yeah, so we have got here 2400 mHz. That's a very good amount of frequency we are getting. Okay, CPU temperature around 60 degrees Celsius. Mine is equipped with a very bad cooler, so for me it's kinda magic. I am using stock cooler only. Now let's check the FPS. Enable matrix by pressing Alt R. Overlay. Enable this. Yep. Now I'm just skipping this intro. Yeah, as you can see, I'm getting 70 FPS, 64, 40 FPS around, which was far earlier, which was far lower. I'm getting 47 to 35 FPS, around 30 FPS, which is mostly equal. Yeah, see, 46 FPS, 48 FPS, around 50 FPS I'm getting. 47 FPS. Yep. So this is a very good amount. Okay, but there's a thing, the game will lag a little because we have chosen. If you now for in my case it isn't lagging, but in your case if it lags, just go to settings, and I'm getting an average 40 FPS. This is a huge increase in FPS, and I literally laugh when people say that AMD Radeon can't handle, especially integrated graphics, such game at such a high quality. But instead it's handling it. So, and it also handles it well with AM upscaling method. IGTI will also do, AMD FSR3 will also do. If I press upscale at max, apply changes, yeah, so I'm still getting around 40 FPS. Which is a good FPS I'm getting here. Now let's go back to miles. But remember, for this your CPU will heat too much. In my case it's around 90 degrees Celsius almost, which is I think below its thermal throttling limit. Now it came down to 78 degrees Celsius, but it was around 90s. Let the game once boot. Yeah, as you can see, the lag is a bit reduced. Here I'm just increasing some settings. I think the video is quite blank, I'm sorry. Audio and display. Yeah, display and graphics. So here, full screen aspect ratio, let it be auto. But it will be better if you choose 74:3, 5:9. 16:9 is a good aspect ratio. For my own computer, choose it according to yours one. AMD FSR3, 76, upscale sharpness into 5. Then I think this game needs a little bit of more upscaling. So I have applied the changes. It's a fact, my monitor is also overclocked. Yeah, as you can see, everything is here to very high. Level of detail, what I can keep very high is very high here. So we are on max graphics. Okay, now let's continue, and there is no significant lag that I can experience here. My GPU is currently consuming around 95 watt, which is too high for integrated, but as we have overclocked, it's not a surprise for me. Now as you can see, the graphic lag is a bit reduced. Yep. Yeah, I am getting around 30 FPS in this game. Yeah, around 27 FPS something. So I think it's a good overclocking for me, but yeah, the overclocking results can vary accordingly. For you it might be other results, for me it's other. Okay, so just keep experimenting. Okay, so therefore just keep experimenting, because I think Ryzen 5 5600G is a good processor, and for those who know overclocking, it's a beast, and beast will always be a beast. As I have always told, Ryzen 5 is the greatest processor ever. Okay, average 35 to 40 FPS. Too good. I hope not too. Very much good. And if I just, this is for this, and this is at Ultra HD. If I go to settings, display and graphics, yeah, if I turn this upscaling off, XCS is for Intel graphic card, so don't choose it. And this, my FPS will even get higher, but yeah, it will sacrifice on the quality. It's a fact. So therefore, as I have said, this AMD Ryzen 5 5600G is a very good graphic card for gaming, and if you are going for it, don't just overclock it, because without overclocking, I think you will definitely say it's just a piece of crap. But with overclocking, it can also build the results that are mostly coming around with RTX 3070 or even 4070s. So get your AMD Ryzen 5 overclocked today and enjoy the game. Yeah, thank you.